Good day, folks. Folks? Wow, that was old. Good day, everybody. So, it is Wednesday, May 10th. We got the update notes for the upcoming, or the patch notes, sorry, for the upcoming update tomorrow, Thursday, May 11th. In this video segment that I do every Wednesday, I like to go over the week that was in Eternal Evolution, and then we're going to discuss the week that is upcoming and go over the patch notes and what's all changing in the game. So, first of all, let's go over the week that was. Elite Chapter, ladies and gentlemen, is ending very quickly. If you did not get all this good stuff, I highly recommend you go do it. Unluckily, if you didn't log in every day and claim your tokens, you can't really proceed. But this is the one way where you get your panda, and as you see on this account, I was able to get 2 of them since I had a bunch of meteorites left over. Now, other things to spend your meteorites on, if you are a spender and you want to buy a bunch of meteorites, then go ahead, kick back and buy some red runes. Otherwise, you should be able to get all of these for dust, minus the limited tickets. This, you used to be able to get everything for dust. They changed it. So get your limited tickets first, then your 24-hour resources, then your 8-hour crystals, then your XP, then your purple runes, or limited tickets if you need limited tickets between these two. So that's going away. By the time you see this video, there's probably going to be 12 hours left. So go finish that up. These events don't come around very often. So I highly recommend you have been playing every day and getting all the resources from them, because the meteorites and the dust carry over to the next one, which is how I got 2 copies of Panda free to play on this one. Rise of Heroes is going away as well. Now, Vegnus. I just did a deep dive video on Vegnus, and he is very good for new accounts, but at end game, he seems like he's a little bit lackluster in an energy team. I think early, mid game, he's going to be awesome. Really, the only end game place where I'm going to use him is I am going to use him maybe in Crimson Abyss, but the new tank might overshine him. But he will have a place on my tank team. I don't think, unless I want to X30 him, I don't really want to use him on my energy team. So, Rise of Heroes, ladies and gentlemen, it has so much good stuff. As you see, I've gotten all my limited tickets, all my gene hybrids, and now I'm just getting stamina and 20 copies of Vegnus. I can't say his name. So, Rise of Heroes going away. You know what that's going to be replaced by, but we'll get to that in the patch notes. As well, we're losing Dominic. And they just well, we'll drop that bomb a little later in detail, but the TLDR is you're gonna need him. Yep. You're gonna need him at Immortal for stage 16 Twilight. Yeah, go figure. So that banner's going away, Bailey's going away. So they gave us the assassin banners right before they drop content that requires assassins. Oh, it's funny. But those banners are going away, so now's your time. If you want to get Giant Tower, so if you really need Bailey, pull 80 limited tickets on either of those banners and then get a free, basically a free copy. It's not free, it basically costs 20 limited tickets. You get the one pity for 60, then you can get another copy for 20 more, and then if you go another 100, you can get another copy of Bailey. So they definitely gave you the opportunities to drop all your limited tickets this past week, which there was a hero rally up, so you could have double dipped. You could have got lots of Bailey, lots of Dominic, and you could have got everything from the hero rally, which is also going away in 16 hours. So, yeah, let's see. Just curious. Do I have enough limited tickets? Nope, 274. Or advanced tickets, 274. Don't do it. Don't have it. So that is the week that was, basically. Summon Arena ended last week, so that's, I guess, is completely gone. Since Rise of Heroes is leaving, Twilight Lands is upcoming. That is, let's see, is there any other events that we missed out on? Quantum Mimic Machine, I guess, is also going away. That's going to be replaced by the Details Gathering, which those two cycle back and forth. Mimic, Details, right? They're both kind of whale fests. If you want to get everything in here, if you want to get all this stuff, it's going to cost you about 300 bucks, right? There's the probability details, as you see, right? So did I get any? Oh, I got the Horn of Healing on this account. Cool. All right, so that's going away too. So that is the week that was in Tournament of Evolution. Rise of Heroes weeks are pretty chill, or at least the second week is pretty chill. Mainly because you've pushed through all the content. It's really that first day at Rise of Heroes where you got to do all the battles on manual. But this week's kind of been the chill week, the calm before the storm. And now we're moving into a new chapter in this game. So let's pull up the patch notes that dropped 7 hours ago, I do believe. I usually pull it up on the in-game notice interface, but I'm going to do it this way because this way I can, not only do we get to see the cool picture of artists in the background, but I get to highlight what I'm talking about, which I miss doing that. I used to do this, then I went back to the old way, or to the new way, and now I'm going back to the old way. So what's coming? What's happening? First of all, up top, these updates usually hit about 3 a.m. my time, which I'm Central Standard Time. Actually, I'm Saskatchewan time. We don't change our clock, so screw you all. Be on my clock time. Be on my schedule. And when it goes down, they're going to give us 500 diamonds as maintenance. Cool, because everybody needs diamonds now with the new purification process for commanders. What are we getting? Well, you all saw my sneak peek on Wamagon. Another Triple S Atlas tank. This guy's cool because he is a taunting dragon tank. That sentence alone is everything that we want. Taunting dragon tank. Interesting that he is Atlas, given that Zeta is Atlas as well. Interesting that they're giving us a tank, even though we are kind of due for another tank. The tank team only had the 2 Triple S on it. I was hoping for a Vanguard or an Energy, because the corresponding banners could have been Leo and Nord, but sadly, we're going to have to wait another 2 weeks for that. So Wamagon's coming. It's a 2-week limited banner, just like Dominic. So if you don't want to pull on him day 1, you can wait if you want to keep your limited tickets for week 2. It's a 2-week banner. And then the Heroes Rally is up and you can pull him then. If you're not me as a content creator, I kind of have to get him now. But I don't mind, because I usually let my advanced tickets scale up until 900 and then I pull them then. So Wamagon's coming, 2-week banner. What else? He comes with Na Fang and Xander. Okay, Xander, trash. Absolute trash. When I do my tier lists, he is now firmly in the trash bucket. So hopefully you don't get a lot of him. If you were a newer account and you missed Na Fang's Rise of Heroes event, or if you missed the one previous to the current Rise of Heroes event that lets you pick, maybe Na Fang will be beneficial to you. I already got a max. So that is the 14-week banner. And now the complimentary banner that comes with it is Zeta. So Zeta, Falvia, Senway. Actually, Falvia and Senway also good characters, especially if you missed Senway in his Rise of Heroes event. Falvia is perfect for newer accounts that don't have Ravenna and Luke, because Falvia is an excellent energy elite character. But we're getting Zeta. Now, this is cool. Zeta, it does seem like she has a permanent spot in the weekly chip store. So, but if you don't want to pull 120 chips, or spend 120 chips to get Zeta, at least this way, you're going to be able to pick up a copy for 60, which is basically half price. Now, I recommend getting her because Panda and Zeta were already very, very strong. The tank team was already very strong. And now with the addition of this new dude, as the thumbnail says, this is possibly going to be the new meta. Yeah. I kind of hope so. But yeah, so it is cool that they're giving us Zeta, because she slots right into that tank team, and she's a very, very good. After they upgraded her, or after they reworked her kit, she's very, very good on a tank team. So Zeta's coming. That's a 1-week banner though. And since I said the Quantum Mimic machine was going bye-bye, we're getting the complimentary event that follows it as always. Gamuzo's Bell, another whale wheel, where you can spend $300 and pretty much guarantee you're going to get everything on that wheel, or you're going to let RNG take the wheel Haha. And just to let your chips land where they may. Now, the main rewards are Wamagon Zeta, obviously, copies, and then the Universal Crystal. So Universal Crystal is the gene hybrid for prototypes. Very, very useful, actually. Like, that alone is worth $100 if you're going to spend cash. So I hope RNG favors you all, and you all get a Wamagon and a Universal Crystal and a Zeta. Hope you get something. So and how do you get the cogs to spin the wheel? Well, you get details gathering. That is comes with it every single time. The main rewards for this are Vagueness copies, which is good if you did not max out your Vagueness or get them as high as possible with the Rise of Heroes event, or maybe you took a few days off and now you're just sitting with a legendary Vagueness. Well, you can get 2 free to play usually. They did add mythic runes in here again, which is interesting. That definitely gives me the motivation to spend. I think it is, you got to spend like $5, I think 4 days of the week or 3 days of the week, so like $20 for 30 red runes. But as a spender, go ahead and do that. I wouldn't recommend that for free to play though, but I just want to show you, if it's $20 for 30 red runes, normally it's $20 for 30 red runes, so it's just another way to get this. Plus, you get all the spins on the wheel, right? So you can kind of double dip with the same amount of money. Just thought I'd throw that out there, that it is, for those 30 red runes, it is an increased value for your dollars spent, given that you get all of the chances to get resources from the Gamuzo's wheel as well. Okay, now that I'm done shilling, back to it. A new Galactic Bounty event. Okay, so I'm trying to remember. I always screw this up. So I think Galactic Bounty, if it has a Zeta copy, it's either going to be the one that's in the grid, but since it says Bounty, Galactic Bounty, this I think this is the one where you have to win 5 Galactic Arena matches every day to get the tokens to pull on this. And Zeta is going to be in the top left-hand corner. So that is basically a free Zeta copy. So for 60 limited tickets, they're really giving you your chance here, guys. So make sure you do your Galactic Arena. 5 battles every day you have to win. So if you have to refresh some attempts with crystals, do that. It overlaps, so you don't have to win your 5 every day. You could like win 4 every day, and you're still going to get all of the major rewards on the main Galactic Bounty page. But Zeta is basically that's a free Zeta, absolutely free. So they're giving you, for 60 limit tickets, you could get 1, and then you get a free 1 on the Galactic Bounty, and you might get 1 on the wheel. So, yeah, that's quite generous for a mobile game, in my opinion. And that is 11 days, right? So that's going to go to halfway into next week. And I can't remember what the event, there's another event that runs a week and a half. And, well, Elite Chapter did, so we'll see what comes next week. A new season of Twilight Lands is open on most servers. That means if you're week 3 or higher, some adjustments and optimizations are applied to the event. We'll get to those. Event duration is 2 weeks. This is the complimentary event to Rise of Heroes, so it's always 2 weeks Rise of Heroes, 2 weeks Twilight, 2 weeks Rise of Heroes, 2 weeks Twilight. That is the set rotation. A new project, premium development. Ignore this. This is the old military might. This is spend lots and lots of money and get not enough rewards for your money spent. But the reward you can get if you spend like $1,000, it's probably not 1,000, but it's probably $300, $500. You can get another Wamagon copy, which is stupid to spend that kind of money. I don't know if, you tell me, does anybody actually spend during the premium development event? Because I don't know anybody that does. Back in the day, maybe, yeah, but I don't think anymore. Updated the rewards. Now this is cool. So updated the rewards and price of the battle order. The main rewards are upgraded to 2 double Skewer and Hattie copies. Other rewards are also upgraded, and the price is changed to 25 bucks. So servers that have opened that have the previous battle order before the update will open a new battle order after the current one ends. So again, let's go back to the screen, to the game, show you what I'm talking about. So the battle order is this up here in this corner. So if we click on it, you'll see that I think on my main account it is it is done on my main account, and I think on my baby account it is done. So right now I'm just collecting the extra rewards. So I will get the new one tomorrow. Now the previous rewards, your very first one you did, it was an Omar copy, I do believe, and now it's this, right? A selection card with characters that you're all gonna have now. And the price on this is what? 15 bucks. So they are adding 10 bucks to this, but they are going to put 2 Skewer and Hattie copies back here. Now, that's interesting, because if you were a light spender, okay, Skewer and Hattie is not what she used to be. But if you want to score really high in Guild Hunt, Skewer and Hattie is required for the Turbine team. And I know you can do monstrous numbers on the other 2 bosses, but let your conscience be your guide. If I was a spender and I was mid-game, I would probably buy that. For 2 copies for 25 bucks, that's a deal when you figure that they sell copies of heroes. Let's see if we have one here. We don't. It's not here. But they usually sell them for 100 bucks. A new copy. Or just an extra copy. So 25 bucks for all of these. And they're upgrading the rewards. We'll see what that means. Because right now it's crystals. I don't think this stuff is much beneficial to me. Yeah, it's just upgrade materials and crystals. So that's cool. I like that change. But that only affects pay-to-win players. That's not going to affect 95% of you that don't spend any money in this game. And the first recharge event is reset. The main reward is now Skewer and Hattie. Let's go back to the game. I should have read that first so we could discuss it all in one go. So as you see up here, the first money you spend, even if it's $1, you will get right now a copy of Serena. Serena is a very, very useful healer for early game, and she still puts in work at end game. But they are changing it to Skewer and Hattie, which I think is an upgrade for you guys. So again, though, it's only going to affect spenders. Not going to affect free to play. But basically for $26, or not even 25, because if you spend the 25 bucks on this battle order to get the 2 copies, you're going to get that 1 free copy of Skewer and Hattie. So 3 copies of Skewer for 25 bucks. You can claim the rewards after the payment. Yes, of course, after the payment. So I like that they did that. I wish that they would give free to play a chance to get, like, maybe put 1 copy of Skewer and Hattie as the free to play track on the battle order, and then another one on the bottom. And maybe that's what it is. They didn't really say that the 2 copies. They just said the main rewards are 2 copies. So possibly you can get 1 for free, and then the other one's going to be on the paid track. And then if you buy it, then you also get the free copy from the recharge event if you're a brand new account. My main account, I already got the recharge pack, which was a Serena, so I can't get it at Skewer and Hattie, even though I'd like to. I might actually purchase 1 battle order to get 2 copies, because that gives me another crystal on my Skewer and Hattie. Okay, I feel like I've discussed that in depth to death. 19 minutes in already. Now, here's the content adjustments and optimizations. So, Twilight Lands, as I rub my nose. Adjusted the skill of the monster Arcane Whale at the Assassin Bond stages of chapters 1 to 15. So 1 to 15. So up till now, you basically skipped the Assassin Bond because that frickin' whale in the back would just nuke your characters. You would lose someone. Early on, no problem, but when you're getting into 10 to 15, no one did the Assassin Bond because it would just target a line, and usually you would lose like a healer and an assassin, because it was insane damage. So they're adjusting it so that it doesn't one-shot nuke your heroes. Before the adjustment, the whale basically gained 600 energy immediately, and so she got her ultimate immediately. And she released that beam in a straight line in the front, blah, 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 consuming energy per second, damaging enemies within the area, stop when the energy is exhausted. So basically, she did her ultimate, she did her giant beam of death, and she killed everyone. Now, she's not going to start with her ultimate, but she's going to gain energy every second. And when the energy is full, she's going to consume it all to release her ultimate, again, in a straight line in the front, dealing damage to enemies, blah, 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 blah. Now, what's different is that assassins with the Assassin Bond can reduce energy on, I do believe that's what the bond is. It reduces the energy on enemies. So, what word am I thinking of? Theoretically, you can make it so that whale never gets her ultimate off. 2, change the opening time of Chapter 16 to 12 noon. Server time on the 10th day. So, don't really care. It used to be on whatever time on the 7th day. I preferred it on the 7th day because that was right mid-cycle. I finished Chapter 15 usually day 1. Day 1, I think I finished it in 2 hours last time. And then for 6 days and 22 hours, I got nothing to do. Now, they're making it so it is 9 days and 22 hours with nothing to do. I don't know why this is important, why people needed more time, but okay. Since we received some feedback telling us that the opening time of Chapter 16 is too early, and they want us to adjust the opening time, right? Because once Chapter 16 opens, it's a race. So they changed it to a more reasonable time. I'm going to give the developers a little bit of kudos on this one because they do ask for feedback, and they actually take feedback into account and make changes based on feedback, aka Guild vs. Guild, right? Lots of things. There's lots of things that they've adjusted based on what we've asked them to do or told them to do. And then 3, adjusted the monster configuration Chapter 16. Okay. So this last iteration of Twilight, the one before this one, it was all about tanks. And then people were building tanks for Chapter 16 Twilight, and now it looks like Chapter 16 is going to be all about assassins. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. But if anything, this is going to tell all of you guys that don't build characters for endgame Twilight, because they're just going to switch it up on you to cater to what the previous 2-week banner was. So, if tanks are this next 2 weeks, they're probably going to go back to tanks later. So, I guess, if you built up tanks, you're going to be good for next month. But you're probably going to be screwed for this month. Because it looks like it's assassin time. It has skills to block. Okay, so this is what the whale boss in 16 does. It has skills to block the charge effect and long-range damage. Okay, so you don't want long-range damage. You want melee characters. It has a higher energy limit and faster recovery rate than the 50 of the 1 to 15 whale. When it gains enough energy, it will become extremely violent and invincible. Great! Invincible bosses. That's just what we like. And then, on the contrary... oh, if its energy is insufficient, it is really weak and pitiful. So... it is recommended to use the energy reduction effect of the Assassin Bond to deal with it. So, yeah. You need assassins to finish Twilight 16 this time around. Added a one-tap enhance function to the Divine prototype system. Okay, so that means instead of click, 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 click from 30 to 49, it's just max one tap, and then it's completely boosted depending on your resources. Okay, that's a good quality of life function. Added a new boss energy bar to Twilight Lands. Why? Because they want to see they want you to see when you're gonna die a horrible death when the whale boss reaches max energy. That's why. And then optimize the heroes list in the lineup interface. Apply the sorting rules of the hero list in the hero system to the combat preparation lineup interface. So they're basically, and I know that the previous iteration of the hero selection in Twilight, is this for Twilight? Optimize the hero list in the lineup interface. We'll see what that means. I'm assuming that meant Twilight because the Twilight hero interface was kind of wonky, in my opinion. And then they said they added basic skill descriptions. Oh, okay. So I've heard Dan Hellman talking about this. Every character in the game has a basic, right? A basic attack. But we don't know what the basic attack does. So now they're adding basic skill descriptions to more heroes. I didn't realize some heroes had them. But cool. Yeah, let us know. Because like Disa Caves, it's all about basics. Right? So, cool. Well, that's good to know. Well, it's good to know what our basic skill does that goes off the majority of the fight. And then bug fixes. You guys know I never read bug fixes. And then that is it. So that is the week to come. 26 minutes in. Okay. So TLDR. What are we getting? Twilight Lands is all about assassins. We're getting... They're adjusting the beginner account experience to let you get more Scour and Hattie. We don't know yet, based on the description of the patch notes, if you can get one copy free to play, but I'm going to think you will. You'll get one on the top track and then a pay-to-win one on the bottom track. But they're adjusting the price up, given that it is now an SSS character in there. It sounds like that's going to be the main reward all the time, which makes it so that everyone's going to have a max Scour and Hattie, which is cool, based on the fact that Scour and Hattie isn't useful in many instances. But I wouldn't mind one on this account, so if I have to get one a month through this, cool, I'll take it. Right, so we're getting that. They're adjusting the recharge pack. It's going to be a Scour and Hattie, so you got to spend $1 to get a copy of that, which is cool. And then we're getting lots of tank stuff. We're getting Wamagon coming with the new 2-week banner and Zeta. Lots of ways to get Zeta. The events, Galactic Bounty is a good event. You get a lot of good stuff from that. You can't crap on the developers for that one. They're giving you, you're getting a lot of free stuff, but they're also putting in some monetization things because they have to. I'm gonna say it once. This game is extremely free to play friendly, and the monetization structure, in my opinion, is very fair and reasonable. Right? It is. So that's the week that was, the week that is. That is this week, Internal Evolution. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've made it to the end of this video, 30 minutes, I hope you enjoyed your half an hour with me. The word of the day, or the safe word of the day, is Dragon Tank. Dragon Tank. 2 words. Dragon Tank. Put Dragon Tank in the comments section below. Let me know you made it to the end of this video. I'll thank you profusely. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Peace. Bye-bye.